Everything went down a week ago because I decided to sit down, record, make a track.
What do you mean?
And I hated it. I did not like it, so I deleted it, right? 4 days later, I sat down, started recording, made another track, went to check the recording, and I kid you not, everything was recorded in mono.
You're kidding. You're joking me? You're kidding me.
So I deleted it. I went about my day. I woke up early morning the very next day. I checked every setting ever. I got it to work in stereo. I double checked it. I sat down and recorded. I liked the track. Everything was good. Until, no, so dramatic. Went to check the recording after, and I kid you not, 75, probably 90% of the video actually, was this. Just a blank screen. No sound, no nothing. It's just a blank screen.
I cannot believe this. That pains me. Actually.
So then I low-key had things to do, people to see for a couple of days. Actually, I couldn't film anything. But the thing is, I really liked the last track that I did, and I want to show off. So I'm just gonna walk you through the production, basically. Two different drum loops on Splice, and I put them in and then panned them left and right. This is one, and this is the other. Together, which I thought was very cool, very fun, but I needed something to entertain the drums. So I put the synth in, which sounds very cool to me. And then after that, I put this glitch effect. I don't really know how I did this, but it sounds amazing to me. Like it's giving a little something. I had to put a bass. Now, to be quite fair, I'm not that good at bass. It's literally MIDI. It's not even a real bass, but it's still alright. I put a guitar as well that is doubled, so left and right. It needed something to like ease into it in a way, instead of just going right, like jumping like that. So I put this impact. And then in the beginning, I have the glitch thing. It's a bar, actually a little more than a bar, before everything else. It's just kind of getting you into the vibe of the track, I guess. Drums are basically just looped, but they're cut. This track right here is not panned, so only the other two, they're panned, so it makes this like fun. I turned down the volume for the drums that are panned so that it would kind of ease, at least over here, not here, it's kind of just a jump, which makes a lot of sense to me. But over here, I wanted it to fade out and fade into like not panned. But I also panned it so it went, I put another synth, because the synth was fine for the other section, but it just didn't work for this. Which has a little more pulse, I guess, a little more movement to it, which I really liked for this section. With that, I put the impact that I put before going into the first half. I put it but reversed. It needed guitar. I felt the guitar, it needed guitar, so I added these two guitars. It's kind of a plain thing, but it's really nice. Listening to this, like it needed something. So I added another guitar, which has a little more something to it. It literally doesn't play that much. It's only every once in a while, but it just adds something to the guitar, so it sounds a little more. When I did do this, I was in my room and I didn't quite have the ability to record any vocals, but I had a great idea that if I did record some vocals, it would sound good and more full and more wide. Instead of actually singing myself, I added just Logic stock choir things. I found that really just a lot of fun. At the end of this section, I have the impact that I used to kind of ease into the very first part. I put here, but reversed, and it's just kind of making sense for the next section to kind of fade into that. This is a way quieter part, but I think it makes sense. There's only really 3 things going on. I have a synth, the same synth that I used on the last section, and then I put the glitch effect that's back, and then I put a boys choir, just to kind of add some layers. Coming into the next section is the impact. Once again, I apparently just love this impact. It's almost the same as the first section. The difference between this section and the first section is mostly the drums at the end. I added the non-panned version of the drums to kind of give it a little more something, I don't know. And then in the automation, faded these out pretty much. This is fading in, and these 2 are fading out, which is pretty nice. Only the first chord, I know you can see like 4 chords, but if you go in the automation, you can see that it's turned down to barely anything, and I don't think you can hear it even if you solo it. You actually can. There's a little bit, but it's barely noticeable. But really, the first chord is the only one that's really noticeable when you're playing the track. It felt like it needed something when it came from this very quiet part into this bigger thing. This is the last video before I get home from my Europe trip. These are all pre-recorded, pre-edited, pre-done, pre-everything. I will probably continue to do these once I get home. I don't know anything right now as I haven't even gone on the trip yet, but I know at least while I'm on the trip these will be uploaded. But yeah, if you're watching this, I'll probably be back home around now or soon. I'm not really sure the timestamps just yet, but just know this has been a fun journey, and I'll probably continue once I get home. I will see you. Why am I talking in octaves. It's because to me it feels like I'm not gonna see you for a very long time because I'm not really gonna be recording. That's kind of crazy to me. Yeah, this is literally the last video that I'm gonna be filming and editing before going. I'm just very excited for the next 3 months. So I'll see you in 3 months, but you will see me in like a week. Like, be good.